Our first speaker, distinguished Toastmaster, qualified speaker from in District 12 and 100. Tonight, Dr. Charlotte Naugle is sharing personal encounters she had with an angel while living in Cairo, Egypt. Charlotte is a past district director of District 12 and a retired teacher, principal, and university professor, both here and abroad. She lived for 8 years in Cairo and had the privilege of being one of the only American professors on staff of a Cairo university. Help me welcome Dr. Charlotte Naugle with Be Open to the Unexpected. Be open to the unexpected, Dr. Charlotte Naugle.
Thank you, Tom. Have you ever been face to face with an angel? Fellow Toastmasters, we can never really know what the universe has in store for us, despite our best intentions. Sometimes a positive encounter occurs that is so unexpected that it can affect your life in many positive ways. Being open to the unexpected, whether here or somewhere else, can catapult you immediately to the present moment, abruptly. Being open to the unexpected, I have often wondered how many times in my life have I been closed down and not able to see the blessing or the opportunity that's right in front of me. If only I had just opened my heart and received it. For some people, life is so difficult and serious that they simply do not have a sense of curiosity, of greater awareness of what's around them, and they miss out. How about you? Are you always open to the unexpected? Can you envision how your life might be different if you just lift your view a little higher and allow the horizon to be a little wider? If there was ever a time when people needed special blessings of heaven in their lives, in my opinion, that is now. I'm here to tell you tonight that angels are at work on this planet, and they have been a part of my life. People have always been fascinated with the subject of angels, as reflected in a recent poll that I found. 70% of Americans believe in the existence of angels, and that tallies to be about 231 million people. 40% believe they have a guardian angel, and 32% believe they've had a personal encounter with an angel. I'm one of those 32 percenters. This brings me now to my story and my personal encounter with an angel. While living in Cairo, Egypt, one late afternoon, I was on my way to a dance lesson at Arthur Murray's studio, traveling by subway. I was standing next to the door in a very packed subway car with people coming home from work. My usual habit when I entered the subway was to survey the land, get a feel of how many people, what they were doing, so forth and so on. Immediately, I noticed a young, stunningly beautiful Egyptian woman directly across from me. I spotted her wearing an exquisite gold ring with a polished gem. Now, loving jewelry as I do, it caught my eye, and I stared at it for a few moments. Attempting to tell her how beautiful her ring was, I spoke in my broken, poor Egyptian Arabic, Khatam Gamila. In response to my compliment, she beamed as she began to remove the ring from her finger, as if to offer it to me, as is often the custom in Egypt. Oh, la, shukran. I said, no, thank you. I can't have that, no. She acknowledged my refusal with a nod, and there was no further communication between us. Upon arriving at my destination, the doors flew open and I exited quickly. I didn't want to get caught in the doors. And I began weaving my way through the crowd to my studio. I hadn't gone very far when suddenly I felt my arm being grabbed and I found myself whirled around. My heart raced. What? And much to my astonishment, there she stood, the young, stunningly beautiful Egyptian woman with the beautiful ring. Without speaking a word, she took my hand and placed something in it quickly. Looking down at my hand, I gazed upon a small sterling silver head charm of Queen Nefertiti, a famous ruler of ancient Egypt. I was astonished. I stared at it for a few moments or two in awe of what she had done. Looking up to thank her, she was gone. She wasn't there. She was gone as quickly as she had come. I searched through that entire subway station, upstairs, downstairs, for her. She was nowhere to be found. Where could she be? She just vanished. I was not prepared for that moment. It was awkward. Things like this just didn't happen to me. I had just experienced an unexpected positive moment and discerned unequivocally what unconditional giving really meant. I had just had an encounter with an angel. This experience changed my mindset for being very close to what was happening around me more, to become very aware of what was happening in my surroundings. I began to wonder how I could pass this unconditional giving on to others. How can I make others feel like that young Egyptian woman, angel, really made me feel? It was an awesome feeling. How special my charm is to me. It uplifts me and makes me feel really special. I carry it continually with me as a reminder of the blessings and how I can pass it on, providing others with the unexpected. I realize it's not only unconditional giving, but receiving with grace. That's my lesson. I found my interactions with people enriching my life so much more than previously, because I enjoyed being more open to the unexpected that was around me. And as a result, began to have many positive blessings. Now, one of those special blessings was when one of my university students invited me to spend 10 days with her and her family in a village, rural village, about 100 miles outside of Cairo. Now, I was a total stranger to those people, and it was kind of fun. They treated me like a queen. The little ones used to come running through the village to see who that white woman was that was here. Every day, Mother prepared the most incredible Egyptian meal while squatting on the floor, cooking on a small Bunsen burner and an outdoor mud oven. This was definitely a new experience for me. It was a true example of unconditional giving, and I received those meals with grace and humility. I joined her on the floor often and tried to help. However, my body didn't squat so well, so I had to sit. Another example of being open to the unexpected came when another student came to me asking if I would help him with his Fulbright scholarship application to complete his graduate work in the United States at a United States university. In that experience, we both engaged in unconditional giving and receiving with grace. The word spread, and I had the blessings of assisting 7 students in filling out their applications to universities around the US while I was residing in Egypt. I was humbly proud of them because they were now going to have the opportunity to visit my country and know about my country. I have example after example today of what it means to me to be open to the unexpected. I am grateful for these opportunities, but I give credit to my young Egyptian angel who helped to open my eyes and help me to lift my view a little higher and my horizon a little wider. My angel visit changed the world in which I operated. I remember her and try to become more unconditional giver and receive with more grace and humility. I don't always succeed, but I try. As individuals and community members, as a whole, my hope is that you will give some thought in how you can make your world a better place by giving unconditionally and receiving with grace. Lift your view a little higher and your horizon a little wider. Look around and be open to the unexpected. Mr. Toastmaster.